There is one within our kingdom who is the heart of a warrior and who is a true daughter of the dragon. And I would beg a boon.
If it's a right and proper thing, it shall be done.
Your Majesties, I ask that you make my student, Lucia Elena Braganza, a member of the Order of the Laurel.
Call forth the candidate.
Lucia Elena Braganza, present yourself before their Majesties.
Splendid.
Is there a royal peer to speak to Lucia's nobility and courtesy?
Your Majesty, Lucia has asked me today to speak for my husband, Duke Dagan Dudaragan, with your permission. It is my honor to stand here today and talk to you about the love and devotion that my husband had for Lucia. Their friendship was great, and he adored her and her visit. He had the ability to see potential in everybody that he met, and Lucia was not an exception to this. Lucia would come to our halls and to our fires, and she would sing, and she would bring such exuberance, effervescence to our campfires and to our home. And after she was done singing the song, which his Grace loved to sing with her, he would look at her and he would get a twinkle in his eye and he would say, "Well done, Lucia, well done." But you see, he wasn't only praising her ability to write songs and to sing them well, but he was praising her for her ability that she had unknown to her, but what he saw. Lucia has the ability to bring people into the songs with her, to bring alive our history and our past, and to make people excited about what she sings and what she says. She brings us this to people as they listen. She evokes their emotions. And this is pleasing to many. And it excites them. And they wish to learn the songs. And because of this, they wish to pass on our history into the future. Lucia has a great devotion to the bardic arts. But her greatest talent lies in this gift that she has to bring people into her songs and into her tales, to enthrall them, to excite them, to make them wish to pass them on. This is what brings Lucia to the SCA, and this is what brings the SCA Lucia here today. Lucia, I'd say to you now what His Grace would say here today. Lucia, well done. Well done. Lucia, my heart, I'm your huckleberry. And for myself, I wish you to know that I have so much gratitude for the joy you brought to him. Every time you visit, every time you guys sang together, we battled wits with each other and joked. It was a joy to see. And for that, you always have my love and my gratitude. Thank you, Your Majesty, for allowing this humble servant to speak for His Grace Duke Dagan Dudaragan and for myself this day.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel to speak to Lucia's honesty in the pursuit of beauty?
Yeah. How
Aber bekämpft auch. Und du bist da. Es ist mein Großkind. For 25 years, I have seen this lady bubble. Madame de Aragon was effervescent. Champagne is not as effervescent as mein Liebchen. Whatever she does bubbly and smiling. Molly Brown was not so unsinkable as my Lucia. Through the first instances on the rapier list, in my backyard, in my front yard. And then she found the dance hall, and then she was all over the dance hall and the dance bands and all the notorious crowds that those people bring. And she found, Opa, we need a bardic rehabilitation group. It's the, okay, so how are you going to reinstitute the swamps, dear? Well, we're going to dig a, she managed to bring back the bardic arts by founding circles and hosting circles. Whether people showed up or not, she sat there and sang songs, and people came around, because they do when my Lucy says so. Everything she bubbles and bubbles and bubbles like champagne. You can't keep her down. So it's inevitable that she's going to rise. Rise, rise, yes, I knew all the songs and all the puns.
I wasn't going there. I promise.
Oh, but trust me, her grandfather's been there before already. We've run that right around. But I can say that in every way, in some ways beyond, she is my friend. She has been a confidant. She has been a ray of sunshine in so many people's lives, you can't count the grass in the field. Es ist meine Lucia. Raise her up already.
Get there. Thank you, Abbott.
Will speak of Lucia's honor and loyalty.
Yes, Your Majesties. I am Lothar the Bald, known as Knockshot. 20 years, and counting, I have known this lady. Had her path been different, I would have considered taking her as a squire. They say teaching a person to fight is the easy part. Teaching someone to be a peer is the hard part. And I will tell you, with this individual, that answer is incorrect. She has a spark of nobility and grace that I've seen in few other people. If you know her, she is quietly in the background, learning, teaching, helping others, constantly involved, constantly dedicated to everyone around her. She comes with the highest recommendation. And for me, from my chamber,
Thank you, Your Excellency. Is there a pelican who will speak to Lucia's service?
Your Majesty, I have that honor. I have a letter. Lucia, Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, and all assembled gentles, I regret that I, Baroness Matrona, companion of the Pelican, was unable to join you today. Alas, my holdings required my attention this day. Even so, I am honored to offer these words about my friend. I first came to know Lucia through the Italian Ladies' Death Archery Squad. She didn't really fit what I expected for that venture, as she is much too adorable. I was immediately smitten with her joy de vivre. In fact, that is Lucia's greatest gift to us all, her joy. In every song or poem offered, no matter how dark or Scandinavian it might possibly be, even shouted into the storm, wielding a spear for emphasis, there is passion, there is life, there is also kindness and service. Each scroll made by her hands, each song sung or played, each sincere smile as she does a small job or kindness for another, only further demonstrates the joy that she shares with us all. Last year, my barony put on the Tournament of the Elements at the Crystal Ball. We needed a noble lady to embody each of the 4 elements. Lucia was a unanimous choice for water. Her very essence is that of a cheerful, cooling, burbling brook as it sings its way through the forest. And once again, her service and skill brought joy to our midst. In short, I recommend her most highly to you as a shining light of our kingdom's joy and of finding joy in service. She is most assuredly my peer, Baroness Patrona. For my own words, I will simply say that I have met Lucia through Musica Subterranea, and as playing music is an art. Bringing music together so that people can dance, and organizing that and arranging it so that we will sit there and play music so that other people can dance and experience the medieval life, that is a service. That is a service she has done for many years, and that she has brought other people, including myself, into doing. That is the act of a pelican. That is the act of a peer. Thank you, Your Majesties.
Is there a Master of Defense who will speak of Lucia's courage and camaraderie?
Yes, Your Majesty. My name is Adam Coman, and I would speak on behalf of Lucia. I would, but everybody else has said a lot of the words I was about to say. That makes this job very hard to go last. On the other hand, it also makes it very, very easy, because one of the things that Lucia does is she makes it look easy. She makes having fun, being passionate, enjoying what you do, the most natural thing in the world. And she inspires me personally to carry my best self into everything that I do. Lucia, thank you. Your Majesties, she is my peer, and I heartily recommend her to your Order of the Laurel.
Thank you, Master Adam. Is there a member of the populace who will speak to Lucia's generosity and humility?
Hi, Your Majesty. I'm new white safe, known as Sehong. I'm a cadet for Warder Canterguard, and for a long time I thought that's all I'd ever be. Just a fencer. And then I met Lucia 6 or 7 years ago, and I learned something that I'd forgotten, that singing and storytelling and the SCA isn't just about being a performer, but it's about telling our stories and reminding everyone else of those who came before and those who are worthy of remembering. And this is the greatest gift I believe Lucia could have given anyone, is to remind them that our stories are important. Your story and yours and all of yours are important, and they're worthy of being told. Tell them on the field. Tell them when you sing. Tell them when you sew. I have to borrow someone else's words here for just a moment. You might remember, Master Darian. Without you, lass, we're not the same. Lucia, you are an inspiration.
Is there another member of the populace to speak for Lucia?
No doubt several, Your Majesty, and I hope I will do. I am Professor Peter Van Doren, and like Meister Adam, I have very little to add, save this proof of Lucia's qualifications to be a peer. It is said that peers are collectively responsible for the well-being of the populace of the kingdom. Lucia makes me happy. Quod erat demonstratum.
Is there someone who represents the whole rest of Lucia's life? We all knew she was going to
My lords and ladies! My name is Baroness Sophia the Orange. This is my real life sister. None of this chosen stuff. I declare before you I am certain, the #1 most generous soul among us. I have known her my whole life. And I know she gives of her heart continuously and will after today. This is a lovely acknowledgement that their majesties are bestowing on my sister, and she will continue this life forever. This is who she is. I ask you, who among you have actually heard her perform on a CD or live or received one of her scrolls? Raise your hand, please. Now please think of the title of that piece. What was the award? What was the title of that piece? Make it up if you don't know it. Bring it to your lips and speak it loudly now.
Undefeated!
Now please think of how that made you feel.
Happy.
When you received it, when you enjoyed it, when she brought that joy to your life, and with the word thank you. Please, in a loud voice, express your thanks to her now.
Thank you!
I cannot ever thank you enough.
Masters and mistresses of the Laurel, present yourselves before their majesties.
Noble lords and ladies, is it your opinion that Lucia should be numbered among our most noble order of the Laurel?
Aye.
That's pretty convincing. Lucia, right mindful of your service to the society, your skill in the arts, and responsive to the wishes of these your peers, we are resolved to create you a mistress of the Laurel. As the laurel wreath has ever stood for excellence, so do we give it to you as a symbol of the mastery of your art. But we know you're too much of a perfectionist to ever believe you've mastered it. So. Therefore, will you, Lucia, give us your word to continue to fulfill the requirements set forth for the governance of this order, as you most surely have done until now?
Yes, I will.
Will you increase your labors nobly, increase your talents if it's one of your ranks, and seek to disseminate your talents and abilities throughout the society?
Yes, I will.
Do you promise to train any dependents to serve as you have served?
Yes, I will.
Is there a medallion?
I actually believe there are several medallions.
This is the first Laurel medallion presented in the Middle Kingdom for Master Signy in 1973. This is, in fact, Laurel Medallion 001. This medallion was presented to me as part of a legacy. I present it now to Lucia. The last 4 people who have held this are bards. I know at least the person who presented it to me would prefer this to continue on. But as you are somebody who knows lineage, there is a lost lineage between Master Signy and Master Kyrian. And I hope that before you pass this medallion on, that we will be able to fill in that blank. And for myself, I can only say once again, you are the peer I have always hoped to become. And you are continuing an inspiration to me as well. And it is a joy to be here right now.
Is there another medallion?
There is. This is our Von Metten de Grinstead household medallion. It was first made by Mistress Winora for Master Price de Casa de Antonio and Alice of Kent. And it's been worn by now 6 laurels of our household and family. And now it goes to the 7th. And when one of your nieces or nephews or with your own grandchild may not ready to yet, there you go.
Is there
2 more?
There are 2 more. Okay. beautiful. Thank you. Sparty. Red wine. Oh, this is beautiful.
So this is a gift from her household.
Would you like to help us put this on, mistress? Yes, there is. I'm wearing my glasses so I can see. And one more.
And finally, for those moments when you don't really want to be obvious that you're a Laurel, but you need a little reminder that this isn't imposter syndrome, my love. You really are. Here's your stuff.
Take from our hands with the warm of our esteem, and proudly that all may recognize the skill we have acknowledged today.
Is there a cloak? Would you like to put it on her with us? Hand on.
Wear this cloak as a symbol of your new station.
Is there a wreath? I know I saw it. I know there's a wreath.
That's also
Prepared to swear fealty to the crown?
Yes, I am.
Give you some shade. Now you're not looking directly at the sun.
I here swear fealty and homage and service to the crown of the Middle Kingdom, to ever enrich the crown according to my knowledge and abilities. On my honor, I will try to promote the diverse arts, to continue the education of my dependents, to increase the glory of the Middle Kingdom, and to be worthy of the wreath I wear. Thus swear I, Lucia Elena Braganza.
Besiren wit, in on Honda Sella, Swathin Mondrichten, To Medamiana, in a hold shippa, mid Handgritha, Manredena, mid Mernessa, and to Othbreacha, mid Breas Doma. I believe we are dubbing you with the Dragon Scepter.
I wouldn't want that thing coming near my neck. Oath given and received.
In remembrance of your lineage and obligation.
Be thou good, Laurel, and true.
Rise, Mistress Lucia, newest member of our companion, the Order of the Laurel. There we go.
Here we go.
Vesti garde et hastam asperum acrone fer. In English, walk merrily and carry a sharp, pointy spear. This could be the motto of Lucia Elena Braganza. Bard, musician, scribe, shenaniganizer, and all-around ray of sunshine. Wherever she goes, you'll find music, laughter, and probably Girl Scout cookies. Her songs are of dancing and the short road to glory. While some seem straightforward, some are allegory. She sings about lineage and a bright starry sky, of small bands of gold and die. The fact that we only may die proves that Lucia is from the Mid-Realm and not Palantir. She fiddles, she dances, she carries a spear. She'll set up a band and make dancers appear. Of peoples and deeds her songs do extol. The Scadian yodeler is partly her fault. For these many reasons, well, perhaps not for the Scadian yodeler, and on this harvest day, Royal William and Isolde will have their say. To our royal bard do we gladly bequeath the dragon's fierce song and the laurel's green wreath.
done this 9th day of September, AS 52, while sitting on our thrones in our march of winged hills. Please greet the members of the room. Our Mistress Lucia!
There being no further business, this court is now suspended.
Okay.